My name is Sid Bedingfield, and I'm an associate professor in the Hubbard School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I'm interested in journalism's political influence, particularly in the areas of race and civil rights in the United States. My first book argued that newspapers played a larger role in transforming the nation's politics during the civil rights era than had been previously assumed. The journalists I discovered in my research were political actors. They engaged directly in the political process. My latest book carries that argument further. It is another historical study, but it has relevance to the polarized politics we see today. Along with a fellow historian, Kathy Roberts Ford, I'm co editing and contributing chapters to a book about journalism and the rise of Jim Crow rule in the American South. The historian Jill Lepore says the Civil War was a struggle between two competing ideas of the United States, one liberal, the other illiberal. The liberal nationalists won that war, obviously, but the forces of illiberalism never accepted defeat. They continued the struggle. To this day, Lepore argues, our book, Journalism and Jim Crow, examines one faction of these illiberal forces, the white supremacist Democrats who overthrew Reconstruction in the South. The white Democrats launched their campaign from the only institutions they still controlled after the war, their newspapers. And the editors and publishers of those papers helped build and protect a brutal racial caste system that lasted for decades and in some ways endures today. Our book is the first extended work to examine the foundational role of the press at this critical turning point in U.S. history. It documents the struggle between two different journalisms, a white journalism dedicated to building an anti-democratic America, and a black journalism dedicated to a multiracial, fully democratic future for the nation. We hope our study of journalism, democracy, and race during a consequential moment in our nation's past will help readers think in new ways about two important concerns: the complicated relationship between journalism and power in American democracy, and the systems and structures of white supremacy in American life. Our book joins a growing effort to reconsider the influence of news media during times of political change. Historians Bruce Schulman and Julian Zelizer argued recently that newspapers and other news outlets have played an enormous role in American politics, but their political influence has not received the detailed attention it deserves. Since the rise of talk radio, cable news, hyperpartisan online media, and most prominently, the 2016 election of Donald Trump, scholars have begun to rethink the connection between news media and political power. We hope our research in journalism and Jim Crow will make a valuable contribution to this effort.